If you spend a little bit of time visiting popular Facebook pages, like the Red Bull one, nearly 15 million people have liked this page, so they don't become much more popular than that. What you'll notice is that they have two things in common. They all have very clear calls to action, and by that I mean when you land on the page it's very obvious what they want you to do. And secondly, they do lots of different things to try and encourage their audience to keep coming back to the page, to get involved in discussions, etc., to keep their brand front of mind. So if we look on the Red Bull page, this is the tab that they land you on, the Red Bull tab, and if you notice, that's probably the clearest call to action I've ever seen. There's only one thing they want you to do, which is to follow these arrows all the way up here and click that like button, because they know that by doing that, all of the friends that you have on Facebook will see that you've liked the Red Bull fan page, and they may well visit the Red Bull page themselves. Again, they'll be encouraged to click the like button, so all their friends will be notified. So there's a snowball effect. It's viral marketing at its best. Something else that Facebook do is they make good use of the wall. They post content on a fairly regular basis, every 1 or 2 days, content that they know their audience is interested in and in which they will get involved in discussions around. One other thing that they make a lot of use of are polls. These polls don't make a lot of sense to me. I'm not a Red Bull fan, but they really do get a lot of people participating. Nearly 9,000 in that, just over 2,500 in that, 2,500, etc. So people are coming back to this page time and time again and getting involved. We'll look at another popular page, the Starbucks page. What do they want you to do? Again, very clear calls to action. 2 in this case rather than the 1 on the Red Bull page, but they either want you to give a gift to a friend, a Starbucks gift card that is, or to actually put some money on your Starbucks card account. So very, very clear. If you look at their wall, again, it's very busy. 46 minutes ago, 48 minutes ago, an hour ago, etc. A very busy wall. The main difference between Starbucks and Red Bull is that it's actually Starbucks customers that are posting the content rather than Starbucks themselves. So they've got a lot of very engaged customers. They run events as well to try and get people to participate in them, and they know that their customer base likes to consume videos, so they upload lots of videos. Very, very smart Facebook page. And the last one I'll have a quick look at is Jamie Oliver. Land on Jamie's page, and all he wants you to do is sign his petition. He's got a link there, he's got a link there. If you don't want to do that, perhaps you can donate some money. If you're not ready to do either, go and have a look at his website. So 3 very clear calls to action, but the one he wants you to do the most is that one. Again, he makes good use of the wall. Very similar to Red Bull, Jamie actually posts most of the content. But if you notice, he gets lots of user feedback, 176 comments, 213 comments, 238 comments. So people are coming back time and time again and getting involved. He also knows that people who like food like photographs of food. So he puts lots of photos up there, which again brings people back. So I hope you've noticed that across all of these fan pages or Facebook pages, these very clear calls to action, and they use various methods to encourage audience participation. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to walk you around a demonstration Facebook page that I've created, so that you can see the key elements that you need to include in the Facebook page for your osteopathic practice. The first key element is the photograph in the top left. Anybody that lands on this Facebook page will automatically be drawn over to the photograph. That's been proven in lots of studies. So it's important that you have a very appealing photograph there. And it's been demonstrated lots and lots of times that people are attracted to photographs of people by having a nice picture there of a face, a smiling face. It automatically builds trust in your Facebook page. So I recommend that you do that rather than having a picture of your logo or a picture of the actual building that your practice operates out of. The next key thing is to have your phone number directly below the photograph. So anybody who's landed on here who just wants to take immediate action, they've got the phone number there straight away. If we now look over to the right hand side of the page, you can see that the page has got 2 calls to action. There's this one here, which is anybody who's ready to book an appointment. The number's in a very, very prominent position on the page, you can't miss it. This section down here is for the other visitor type, which is a visitor who isn't quite ready to book an appointment. They're still unsure whether osteopathy is the right treatment for them, so they need a little bit more convincing. That's the purpose of this free report. It covers the main questions that most people who are new to osteopathy ask, and the only way they can get it is to provide their email. Now, what that does, as I've discussed before, is it gives you an opportunity to follow up with them to try and convert them into a client. And you don't have to do that manually. There's some very cheap, very effective software called Autoresponder software that will automate all of that for you. Just quickly go over the other tabs on the page. There's the Wall tab. Now this is where you will start conversations, you'll comment on things that people have said, you'll promote new products and services, etc. There's the info page, which doesn't really need a lot of description. There's a welcome page that we've just gone through. There's a discussions page, which is a standard tab, and I recommend using it to capture customer reviews. So you can ask your existing clients if they wouldn't mind going onto your Facebook page and providing a nice review for you. It's the events page where you can invite clients to attend special events. And the final tab is a poll tab where you can run polls or surveys to try and find out what products and services your clients are interested in. So I hope you can see how the whole page hangs together. It's very obvious what you want visitors to do, and the instructions are very simple, very clear and very straightforward.